No time for an introduction. Let's go ahead and get into it. Today we're going to be talking about Jermaine Johnson. Y'all, this story is a little messy. In 2008, Jermaine walked into a saloon called the the Rocking R Saloon, and that's where he met a bartender.
What's up, Charlie? Hi.
Now, they was feeling each other, and she was into BBC, and I'm not talking about the network. And so they started talking, and over time, she did tell him some news.
Boy, you so fine, and I do love me a Negro, but I got a problem. I'm married. And I got 2 kids.
But that man ain't care about that, and he was a dog, so he straight up told you, like, look here, girl.
Look, I signed a contract with the government just so I can get a charger. Think I care about your husband? Well, square with it.
And a wonderful affair began.
I may just stay the night. And you need it now. Just tell me I'm leaving now. I promise I'll be there. So don't you go nowhere.
Let me summarize it. Jermaine met Maria at the saloon. They started hitting it off, and over time they started chitting-chatting and started messing around. Now, after a little while, when he started catching feelings, that's when Myra supposedly had told him later on that, oh my gosh, I'm married. And this jigaboo was heartbroken, but not enough to leave the coochie alone. So he was like, whatever, let's still continue the relationship. And she was like, okay. And so that's what they did. But not before she threw in there, I also got a couple of kids. He was like, damn, but he still wanted her. And they continued their happy affair while he was on base. Now, if you wonder where the husband was, her husband was deployed. He overseas. He on another continent. So they had all the time in the world to just do whatever they do. On October the 9th of 2008, they were so comfortable, they were like, let's go out to the club. There was this club that was on base called Area 151, I believe is the name of it. And so they was like, let's go to the club. So they and a couple friends, they got him in the car and they moved out. She drove. He was in the car. There was the other dude named Bellamy. He was with some other woman. They went to the club. They went to the bartender. She made them drinks to drink. They drunk them, got drunk. And at the end of the night, when everybody was nice and toasted, they decided to go on ahead and head out. Once again, she drove. She dropped off the girl first. She then dropped off the other dude whose name was Bellamy, KD Bellamy. And he was friends with this guy. So, they were like dapped up. All right, home out. Catch you later. Chill out, whatever. And then they went over to his house for a little nightcap. They're adults. You can cheat. Well, no, you can't cheat. Don't cheat. I'm just saying, whatever. They went and did what they do. Now, this is where the story starts to get really interesting. Besides the fact that she's cheating. While him and her was laid up in bed, they're in the middle of action, right? She's, they're in the throes, and she screams out another name. No joke. She screams out somebody else. And I don't know whose name it was, but it caught the dude off guard. And so he was like, bitch! And supposedly it caused a little bit of an argument, but I'm not sure if, whatever. But yeah, afterwards, she went and go take a shower. Even though he fully knows that she's cheating on her husband, who? That ain't your husband's name. So while she's in the shower, this man, her phone starts buzzing and vibrating and stuff, right? This man he pick up the phone and he looks at it and it's a text message. The text message is from some other dude, and he's saying, when you coming back? Like, I miss you. Hurry up and get done with him. I need you back over here. Y'all, guess who it was from? I'm sorry, I'm not smiling. It's just, whoa, it was from Bellamy. The dude that they went to the club with. So not only was she cheating on her husband with this man, she was also cheating on him with the other man. She had both her side niggas in the same car. Now, side nigga number one, he up there, he pissed. Now, she gets about to shower. She ain't got her clothes on. She just got the shower. And this dude just rolled up on her and said, y'all, it was so bad. He beat her so bad. Now, look, I don't condone cheating, and I don't condone, none of that. But that was wrong. And I know y'all agree with me. Ain't no such thing as crime of passion when it's a man, right? Because I'm going to do another video one of these days, and it's going to be reversed, and y'all going to be like, yeah, crime of passion. Misogynist pigs. But yeah, it was so bad that, she needed medical attention. And he was in there promising her that he was finna take her to the hospital. But that's not what he did. He got her while she still had no clothes on and she was badly beaten and put her in her own car in the back. And then he got in the driver's seat and he started driving. Completely passed by the hospital and went straight to Walmart. I'm not sure what he bought this first trip. I'm assuming it was just like regular medical supplies, but yeah. After they left Walmart, he started driving again. Now, according to documents, while they were driving the second time, she woke up, and I'm assuming she started begging to take him to the hospital, and he turned around, got upset again, and then started doing this while he's driving, and she's in the back seat. So after this second time, he drives, a little ways down the road, and she's beaten so bad, he finds this kind of empty spot on the road and just throws her out the car. She's still alive. She ain't got no clothes on. He just left on the side of the highway, and then he turned around, and then he started driving for a little bit. He decided, you know what? I know what I'm finna do. He goes back to Walmart. He buys a sleeping bag, rope, a shovel, duct tape, lighter fluid, and a flashlight. Then he goes back to where he dumped her, and she's still there, alive. Now, he wants to get all dramatic at this point. He gets out the car. He starts telling her he loves her while he gets a sharp object and doing this and holds her while she dies. You big black bitch. He then puts her inside of her sleeping bag. He puts her back in the car, and then he drives and then dumps her behind some abandoned house. And then just moves on his day. I forgot to tell y'all, this is like a medical officer, so he's like a doctor. So he goes back to the base and just starts doctoring. Unfortunately, her body was found. Fortunately, her body was, but you know what I mean. Her body was found the next day on the 10th. After they did their, research and everything, it took a few days, about 4 days, I believe, but they finally did come around and arrest him. Everybody was notified, the families and her husband. So this man is deployed overseas, and he gets a call that his wife has been found murdered. And her husband, his name is Benjamin, by the way, he was so hurt by this that when he found out about why everything that had happened, he didn't even show up at the funeral. Can we blame him? Anyway, back to Big Black. He didn't really deny anything, and so, yeah, they were able to charge him with whatever. Although they did reduce some charges in exchange for confession. In the end, he was given 30 years. 30. Condolences to the family, because despite what was going on, nobody deserves this. Remember, y'all, if your feelings get hurt, just leave. Just leave. I get it. It sucks, but it's better than killing somebody and going to prison. And I'm still trying to figure out, why was you so upset she was cheating? She was cheating with you. Like, how you gonna be a side nigga and think you were the exception? Niggas, y'all baffle me. Anyway, that's crazy, right?